Hey guys, Thunder here, and I am back with the INORL Racing Network to bring you live flag-to-flag coverage of the INORL Insomniac Elite Series. Today we head to Germany here for the 16th round of the championship. Things are starting to heat up as there are only 10 rounds left to go in the championship. Now the big news, there's a big headline. There's two big headlines. One is something we've kind of known for a while. Maxwell Chan is back this week. Chan was injured in a Hooters Nationwide Series crash a while back. But he is back this week, and he's actually still top 10 points. He comes to this race 8 for 9th. Yeah. So Chan keeps up that consistency he had earlier in the year, he could still be a title contender. And the other is relating to the championship. Nobody really expected it, but Seth Cole is your new championship leader. Everyone thought Nova was just gonna keep the point lead because it looked pretty big, but no points for Nova. Seth Cole finished second, and Seth Cole took the points lead by 3 points. He leads the championship by 3 points, although actually, however, as we go down to the track for our starting lineup, that'll actually be 8 points because Seth Cole is on the pole for today's race. Forgot to mention, yeah, this is the Eurospeedway Lausitz. It's a very wide track, although it's actually not, despite that, it's actually not very easy to pass here. We'll see that play in later. Beside him, it is Sean Angel, who was fastest in first practice, who was second fastest in first practice, fastest being Cosmic Nova. Row 2 has Connor Atwood in the 33 and PJ Williams in the 4. Williams really needs to get a good run here. Row 3 has James Shelley, who's been on a roll lately, and beside him is Charles Sanford. Row 4 has Cosmic Nova, probably the fastest guy all week, and beside him is Kyle Sanoski in the 46. And then right at top 10, we have Jokte Cook and Maxwell Chan in his first race back. Here's the rest of your lineup. Last season's winner here, Carl Sander, was fastest in final practice. He rolls off in the top 15. And Danny Everett, we're starting 29th. I'm making note because he seemed lost in the practice sessions. He was 40th in first practice, 41st in final practice. He has no experience on this track, and it seems like it's really hurting him. Also, Bernard Strauss and James Silverfox, two of our hometown heroes, starting way in the back. Silverfox is not really shown a lot of pace here, surprisingly, but Bernard Strauss just kind of dropped the ball in qualifying. He's looked pretty quick. Gal Redlick in the 27, he starts a bit further up, but he's been looking a bit lost in the practice sessions as well. But without further ado, let's get those engines fired up for 30 laps of racing here at Eurospeedway.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
I'm up in the center of 1 and 2 up here, so as you're going down the back stretch into 3, it may appear to me that they're inside, but they may be just shy of that. I'll really try to stay on top of that all night, bud.
Racing here in Germany. For the round of Germany here at Eurospeedway Lausitz, Seth Cole leads us down. Sean Angel on his outside. And we're going to go racing here for 30 laps. Gonna see who comes out on top. And we're green. We're rocking in Germany. You're not gonna see the first turn here, but this is not the easiest track to pass on. Turn 1, though, is the prime passing spot. It is pretty easy to make it pass here as long as you put your car down correctly. But we're probably gonna see it here in turn 2 almost immediately. Shelley's trying to take second, but he did not get a good line in there, and you can see it is a bit challenging to get a pass done here. You can pass, but you need a good car and a bit of effort. Although no amount of effort will manage to get the pass done on the inside in turn 3. You just want to stay behind someone in that corner because it will not work anywhere else. It will not work any other way. Seth Cole's teammate Charles Sanford trying to take second from Connor Atwood. Although Atwood's holding up pretty well right now. Sanford not going to try it in turn 3. He's going to stay behind the 33 car right now. And now he's going to make his move. Sanford, good move. Atwood trying to hold on up high, but Sanford now has some help from Sean Angel. And we're going to see if he can complete the pass here down into 2. And he's got it. Sanford up to second. Now, I can see this track only has 3 turns, kind of similar to Pocono, but this track, but it's a lot wider, that's for sure. And there's a much bigger pack here than in Pocono. Nick Pericles, last week's winner in the very back of the field. He's not looking very good here. But S3 continues to run 1-2 at the moment. The S3 car is looking pretty good right now. Sanford not had the best of seasons. Had a great drive at Dubai last time out though. And he started 40th, but he worked his way up to 11th. And well, a great drive for a California native. But Sanford trying to take the lead here from his teammate. I think he saw that the 33 creeping closer and closer. But here comes Kyle Sinoski now, trying to take third from Atwood. Ooh, Sanford might not be able to get it done there. No, he's not. Atwood, whoa! Atwood tries the outside. They almost make contact. Sean Angel. And is he going to make it work? And yes! Atwood takes second on... retakes second on the outside. Good move by the Aussie. This has not been an ideal season for Atwood, but he is ranked pretty deep. He is in the top 20 in points, although he was kind of expecting a bit more out of this season. It's been a rather anomalous season for Atwood, but he's having a good run here at the start of this one. This shouldn't be a super long race, though. So Angel trying to pass Sinoski, not a good spot, though. And Sinoski gets a good run off that corner. He's going to try and pass Sanford here. He's probably going to get it done there. Oh, Dick Cook has made it 4 wide for the 5th spot there. We're going to see who wins this battle. Ooh, Dick Cook getting a little close to the 13. Cosmic Nova is fighting for this championship. So remember that. Trying to use that he's trying to use that middle groove there. And he will be in 5th. Cosmic Nova wins the battle. Maxwell Chana and Chris Louvier, they're battling here for a top 10 spot. It's great to see those two. It's great to see those two on the track. Chan and Louvier are good friends, and it's good to see those two back on the same track. And I got William Duncan here as well. The Thunder car is looking very good right now. The only one who's missing from this picture is David Balzac, who is running 26. Take a look in the back here. Apparently still at the rear of the field. He's really struggling right now. So is Strauss. Oh, Marcus Bruno in the 17 there. He is in 35th. He's really struggled this week. I want to make note of him though, because yeah, he's got a backup gearbox. Just like last week, Wilhite Developments has had some trouble, just like S3 last week at Pocono. Wilhite Developments has had some trouble with their gearboxes this week, but the only one that actually lost a gearbox, they were just having some gearbox issues though. The only one that actually lost a gearbox was Marcus Bruno. Basically, he popped in and out of the pit lane several times, noting gearbox issues. They were trying to get it fixed. They push it out, they pull it out, and the problem's still there, has to pull it back in, until eventually the gearbox just gave up, and Bruno never set a full lap in the first practice session. This has not been a good season for him, but he did have a great showing at Indy, almost winning there. Back up front now, Seth Cole. Things settling out up front here. As Sanford has fallen back to 6th, but he's trying to pass Nova for 5th. He is getting some help from Reese Black. Doesn't need it though. Good run for the corner, takes 5th. Reese Black is a title contender, but he needs a good run here. He is a full race behind the championship leader, Seth Cole, who is leading this race. Seth Cole hasn't actually won yet this season, interestingly enough. Look at this! Maxwell Chan makes a diving move there. Gonna try and get the spot. I believe they'll put Chan up to 9th. Auto will at last. He's getting a challenge from James Shelley. And now Shelley Louvier battling for 10th. And Williams takes advantage, tries to dive it in there. Not a good run in that corner though. And Shelley will continue battling with Louvier. Don't know if he'll get it done. Nope, Louvier holds on to 10th. But Maxwell Chan, his first race back in this series, having a good showing in 9th place. That 32 team really knows what they're doing for the most part. They made a rather silly mistake at Pocono with Brandon Wood, but silly mistake on pit strategy. But hey, they made it up on a podium the next week in Dubai. Snosky's still trying to pass. Snosky won at Pocono, a very similar track to this, just not as, of course, as I mentioned, this Eurospeedway kind of similar to Pocono, only Eurospeedway is a lot wider. Snosky, though, he knows what he's doing on these types of tracks, and he is having a great run here once again. Snosky's retiring at the end of the year, but he is having a great run in F46, getting a challenge from Dave Cook here in a 9. The Cybertron. Yeah, Dick Cook had a great start to Dubai, but then he had some problems late in the going. He had a horrible run in that corner, though, and Sanford he zipped right around him on the outside. Cossack Nova battling a Reese Black, using the outside to his advantage, and going to hold off the Illinois native. Reese Black trying to fight with Sean Angel now. As the battle for 10th heats up yet again. James Shelley versus Chris Louvier. And Louvier continues to hold off the 19. We take a look at the back here. There's Dylan Young. He's running the points, but I think he's gonna need to make up some ground here. He challenges Gull Redlick there. That's one of the free hometown heroes. A record number of Germans in this race. But up front here, gotta take a look at this. Dave Cook and battle for 2nd. Here, Dave Cook passes Sanford there. Oh, got battle for 2nd. Dave Cook. Ooh, he's diving it down there for 2nd. A risky move. Let's see if it works. Nope. Nope. The BMWs do not have the best handling in the world. He was not able to get that pass done. But we are now halfway through this race. Seth Cole doing a great job holding off right now. He is looking for his first win of the season, and what perfect timing that would be as he's just taking the championship lead. So, Sanford making a diving move now. He wants to try and take 2nd, but Dave Cook fighting on the outside this time. He's gonna try the high groove. He's gonna try it on the outside. A massive run for a 9, and Dave Cook gets the spot. A massive run around the corner for... That was a huge head of steam for Dave Cook in the 9 there. Moves him up to 4th. There. Sanford holding on to 5th. He's going to use a run off the outside to fight Dave Cook here. He's fighting back. Trying to make the move stick, and he is beside the 9 now. Is he gonna be able to get it done? No, can't quite pull off. Tire's starting to wear down. And that could be an issue. Louvier is past Maxwell Chan. We got a bunch of the Thunder cars right here. Duncan, you can see him back there as well. And actually, you can see Valzak just way back there in the picture. leaderboard says he is in 22nd. Not in the points, but not a terrible run. And Nova and Chan battling each other for 8th here. Oh boy, that looked very dicey. Is there any particular reason? Yes! Pit stops begin! Wow! Louvier almost got turned by Sander there. Watch it, guys. Gotta be very careful on pit entry here. This pit entry... Oh! Bruno's hit the wall! Nova and Chan now, though, they stayed out. They're working together. Hometown hero Gull Redlick stays out as well, along with DJ Curtis and Ali Nelson. But Marcus Bruno whacked the wall over there. But watch Chan and Nova here. They're working together to try and make this work. So they kind of ran a lap out there. Not really trying too hard to send any blistering laps or anything. Well, they want to make sure they send a good lap though. So yeah, those two are drafting each other pretty well. Curtis pretty fast in the pit lane there. Same goes for Nelson. Oh no! Problems on pit road for Charles Sanford. He is getting held in his pit stall, it seems. Oh man. Really got a feel for him. Oh, wait a minute. Atwood as well! Both those two having some problems on their pit stops. Atwood and Sanford are out. Very slow stops for those two. Mechanical trouble strike those guys, and it's gonna knock them out here. Seth Cole, though, now has a massive lead. I think. Great stop by Maxwell Chan, though. At the moment, he's in second. Chan, second place right now. But will it last? Here comes Day Cook. Day Cook with a big head of steam. He's third at the moment. Chan's got to throw a block here. He's almost up to speed. Not quite, though. There we go, he's up to speed. Maxwell Chan takes second with a great stop for that 32 team. Third will be Day Cook. Fourth will be Reese Black. Fifth, Kyle Sinoski. Sixth, Chris Louvier. 7th, Gull Redlick. Great stop by that 27 team. 8th will be Sean Angel. 9th is Cosmic Nova, and the battle here. Looks like Carl Sander will be 10th. And David Valzak in the points now. Good stop for Ali Nelson. All of a sudden, she's in the points. But some guys are running very well, had some terrible stops. Oh wow, Dylan Young out of the points yet again. So his championship hopes looking more and more bleak by the second. But Connor Atwood and Charles Sanford, you got a feel for those two. They had some terrible pit stops, and Sanford is actually about to go a lap down. Seems Charles Sanford just cannot catch a break this season. And also, remember what I was saying about Connor Atwood before? He's had a decent at one point I said he's had a decent season, but whenever he's been anonymous, but whenever he's having a really good run, he always seems to run the bad luck. Well, look, it's happened again. Great run by Atwood, goes down the drain due to a terrible pit stop by the 33 team. Same goes for Sanford. Sanford has that same bad luck. But Marcus Bruno is going to go a lap down here along with Kyle Miller. Well, Miller's already... Yeah, Cavanaro's running last on the racetrack. Not a good stop for that 8. Saying that team had a bad stop would be an understatement. But, I think Maxwell Chan is liking what's going on here, as these guys are not playing nice with the 25. But Nova here doing what he needs to keep himself in this championship fight. Great day for Cosmic Nova. Carl Sander there in the 9, though. Oh, crash! Shelly's been turned! And what terrible timing! I think that's going to bring out a yellow. Oh man, you really gotta feel for James Shelley. He had a great run, but something went wrong there, and he went for a spin. He's out of the points, and there is some damage on that car. Yes, caution is out. This is going to be interesting. Seth Cole is your leader. Maxwell Chan is second, and Jukde Cook is in third. Are we gonna have a green-white checkered, or are we gonna have a one-lap shootout? Are we gonna have a green-white checkered or a one-lap shootout, or are we gonna have to go into overtime? We'll have to see here as the race. Either way, we got our final restart ahead of us. Well, we need to go back and take a look at what happened right there. Well, let's see what happens here. Here's Shelley. Let's see what happens. Oh wow! I was gonna say I don't really know who's at fault here. I was like, did Shelley go up or did Curtis go down? That's the thing I was thinking about. But then I noticed that Alex Perkle had an amazing miss there. Okay, I gotta see this right now. Let's just go on board of him. Remember, if you get the top 10, kids eat free at Golden Corral. Oh dear, is that gonna happen 2 weeks in a row? Well, let's see at the Golden Corral on board cam with Alex Perkle. Well, remember I said Alex Perkle is probably getting some driving points from William Duncan? Yeah, it's getting more and more obvious that's probably the case, as Perkle has shown some flashes of brilliance in this season, and, well, I say this is another one, but we're gonna actually check this camera here with DJ Curtis. It's really odd to tell. I mean, it's obviously a racing incident, but I don't really know who's at fault for it here. I would have to say that Shelley went up. It looked like Curtis held his line, so I think I'd put Shelley at fault. But either way, it's a tough break for that driver to 19. But we'll get back to our final. Well, we gotta get back to live for the final restart. Well, here we go. We're gonna have a one-lap shootout. Seth Cole's led every lap, not counting pit stops. Can he lead the last one? Second is Maxwell Chan, looking for his first win in his first race back in the series. Third is Jukde Cook. Fourth is Reese Black. Fifth is Kyle Sanofsky. Sixth is Chris Louvier. Seventh is Sean Angel. Eighth is Gull Redlick. Ninth is Carl Sander. And 10th is Kozak Nova. 11th, Chris Washer. 12th, DJ Curtis, some damage on that car. 13th, David Valzak. 14th, William Duncan. 15th, Allie Nelson. 16th, Alex Perkle. 17th, Tyler Faber. 18th, Brian Acosta. 19th, Tristan Wilhoit, and PJ Williams rounds up the top 20. So this is it. Seth Cole, can he return to victory lane here? He just took the point lead coming into this race, and he may already be able to extend that point lead. You know, Maxwell Chan is proving why he should be in this title hunt. He still has a shot. Despite being out for 5 races, he still comes into this race top 10 in points, so he could return. Maxwell Chan proving just how much talent he's got in that, and he is going to give it a shot, give it his best shot. We'll have to see if he can do it. White flag in the air. Green and white wave at the same time. Chan, a great move. He's already passed Marcus Bruno. The lap car of Alan Cavagnaro, though, I think he may be a blessing for that 25. We'll see here. Cavagnaro tries to pass the 25, though. Will that mean anything? Seth Cole is going to try to use it as an advantage. Going to use the middle groove. It works fine. Chan's closing, but I think he's out of time. He's going to give it a shot. No! Cavagnaro blocks, and Seth Cole is going to return to victory lane, and he's going to win here in Germany. Seth Cole took the championship lead last week and finished second. Well, He was the bridesmaid last week, but he's the bride this week. Seth Cole, congratulations on this win. He is cementing his status as a major title contender. Second is Maxwell Chan in his first race back in that 32 car. What a drive by him. I think he's going to be a title threat. Oh, Sean Angel almost turns Kyle Sanofsky there. Third is Reese Black, a much-needed run for him. Fourth is Gall Redlick. Fifth is Kyle Sanofsky, who almost got turned by Sean Angel, who finished 6th. 7th is Jukde Cook. 8th is Carl Sanner, who's is pacing around the track for some reason. 9th will be Chris Louvier. And Cosmic Nova, doing what he needs to stay in the title hunt. Finishes 10th. Caution's out for some reason. No, the pace car's out. I don't know why, but we don't need to take a look at that as the race is over. A very solid race here in Germany. Things got interesting there near the end, but a very solid race. Congratulations to Seth Cole. Oh boy, I'm a little scared to see how big his championship lead will be, but we'll have to find out. Next week, we're going to head to the Louisiana Speedway in New Orleans, Louisiana, and which is definitely bound to be an interesting race. We'll have to see what happens there. But that is it for this week. But that is it for today. Here comes the results and standings. You've been watching a production of the INORL Racing Network, Racing Uncontained. I'm signing off, and I'll see you next time.